guys, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to discuss about Sass. Particularly we are going to discuss about Sass variables and Sass mixins, as you can see here. And let's jump right in. Okay, first we need to create a folder structure. Here I'm going to create a folder named scss where I'm going to store my scss files, and I'm going to create a main.scss file. This main.scss file is going to be converted into a css file. To do that, we need to make sure we have installed Sass. To check that, we use command Sass version S. We have Sass installed in our system. So to convert this scss file into a css file, we need to specify a command which goes like this: Sass and the source file, that is main.scss in scss folder, and our destination will be a css folder. Inside that, styles.css file. When we run this command, it's going to create a css folder. Inside that, we will be having styles.css file. Let's see. There you go, we got the styles.css file. Okay, now let's create a index page, index.html file. Let's create a sample page. Let's put it Sass basics. In the body, let's create a div, maybe with a class container. Inside the div, let's create a button with class button and with text click me. And let's create some styling for this button. To do that, in the main.scss file, we are going to create some variables. In Sass, we can create variables using the syntax with a $sign at the front and a name of the variable. Let's say primary color. Let's give it a value of #33, and also let's create a font or font size. This is going to be 15 pixel, and this is how we create variables. And to use these here, button has a class btn, so what I'm going to do is btn background color. I use this primary color, and font size. Font size, I'm going to use the variable font size. Okay, and also I'm going to give color to the text inside the button. Let's make it a secondary color variable. Let's say that, and let's use that variable here. That's it. Let's see if our styles got. Oh, before that we need to link it in here. So we got a link relation to be css styles file. Okay, now what we are going to do is we have to convert this scss file into css. To do that, we are going to run the same command. Now let's see css file. There you go, we got our css file populated. Okay, now let's see our file, how it looks. It says click me. Now what shall we do is we are going to make mixin. This mixin is going to make some rotation on our button. Okay, let's see how we can do that. For that, we are going to use a mixin. To use a mixin, the syntax is going to be just like that, and we have to name the mixin. Let me say transform. Okay, I'm going to transform my button like around I have to specify some angle for that. For that I'm going to use transform using some property. So this property I'm going to set it in here. I assign that property. It's going to rotate whatever value is specified for this property, and I'm also going to specify some browser specific values for transform. I'm going to give property. This WebKit is specific to Chrome and Safari, and also going to specify the Internet Explorer's transform property. Okay, so how we are going to use this mixin is going to be as below. Okay, now I have to specify some value to the property, and this I'm going to include it to my button here. Whenever the button is hovered, I'm going to make it rotate to some angle. To do that, I'm going to say .btn hover. I'm going to include this mixin transform. Have to say include and specify the name of the mixin, and here it's going to transform like rotating around 90 degrees. Let's see how it is going to rotate. Okay, I saved this, and now I have to run this command, and our CSS is populated. Now let's see if it is working. See, there you go. We need to adjust it a little bit. Let's make some more styling, like assigning. Let's change the container. Container margin top 50 VH. Text line center. Let's see how this is going to work. First we need to run the command and then refresh the page. There you go. That's how it is done. Thank you guys.